Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I decided to do a short video for you all before I go and lay down and sleep for a couple hours. The reason for this video is I'm kind of upset. You see, groceries are coming in, more groceries are coming in, and yet we as in people, we're stuck, and so with everyone basically coming and going, I decided it was time for me. Down! You don't get a meat stick. That's my meat stick.
Sloppy, you're still grounded. You're grounded for what, a month?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was only a week.
A week.
Yeah,
you poop in the office again, you get another week.
Yeah, I say a month's awfully harsh for a little dog like that.
So, anyways, I tried doing some business with Social Security tonight. Their office hours have changed. So, found my pants, had a cigar, took a walk, had a cigar. There's too many people running around, and kids are playing soccer and football, and it's like at the park. It's like we're in lockdown mode, So it was kind of surprising, Hickory smoke tastes pretty good. So I know Pee Wee said she'd be in a little later tonight. So, but anyways, I wanted to tell you there's a couple of problems going on, and me and Chloe thought about just spending the evening watching Star Wars, not even worry about game reviews yet again. So, there is a couple problems, with Chloe. Let me just tell you what's going on, I guess. So, we had to make a few phone calls to some people that we know, not in person, but we work with. And let's just put it this way. Chloe ended up with a boatload of money, okay? The bank decided to screw her over by saying, well, that you may want to put this in your account, but we can't allow it because it could be fraudulent or this or that. So Chloe's panicked. So they returned her checks to her. So they're basically saying she can't put it in the bank because of they don't trust the government. So Chloe's really upset. And so it's not a happy-go-lucky time right now. So she went out and spent $40 on a shop vac, and now she's thinking she shouldn't have done it yet because of the problems. The other problem is the lady turned around and told us to email her, and email her on email or call her about supplies, and so Chloe called, no answer. Chloe called again, no answer. So we went on a walk and we tried to figure out what to do because the banks just don't trust the government. I mean, Chloe's had to go through 3 different banks to cash all her checks, and now they want to say that 2 of her checks they don't want to cash. They're like, we can't trust the government because the amount of the check. So, Chloe tried to follow her mom's advice, and it blew up in her face. They're like, sorry, we're not helping. So Chloe's kind of pissed off that the bank is turning around and doesn't want to cash something that large, even if deposited in the bank. So she's angry. And so it's basically not cool. In the meantime, Chloe's pissed off also at the person who pissed off also at the fact that, that everyone around her thinks she's doing quite well, but the banks, they're not trusting the damn government. I mean, literally. They figure if the check is good, no problem. If the check's bad, oh well. So they're screwing her around. So, and on top of that, the manager turned around and was demanding more information about bank accounts and everything else because she wants us, because we pay 30% of what we bring in per month. Said she wants to charge us full amount because Chloe's bringing in a boatload of money, and this is subsidized. And they say, oh, one-time payments is you can't, whatever. So Chloe's basically panicking, and I'm under a lot of stress. Actually, I mean, I'm under a lot of stress, and I don't know who to turn to right now. I mean, literally, I am under a lot of stress. I mean, honestly, I would probably go and talk to Gail about it because, the banks don't want to deal with it. It's like the banks don't want to trust Chloe with this kind of money, so they're saying, well, you don't qualify for an account with a Visa or MasterCard connected to it, even if it's a debit card, because we don't trust you. So, Chloe's basically sitting there thinking, well, how the hell does she deal with this or that, I mean, literally, it's like, it's not fair, it is literally not fair. I mean, they're basically saying, we can't do this. So, anyways, and then the meat lady's pissing Chloe off too because the meat lady turned around and doesn't want to get back to Chloe either. It's like, oh well, you got to give us Chloe's kid. So, I mean, Chloe's gonna have to live on our stuff we have from Target and Walmart until next month because we have to take care of this banking problem. I mean, literally, and her mom's basically like, "You need to put the money in the bank. You need to do it, Chloe." And yet, your old mom doesn't realize that the bank doesn't want to take it. They're like, "That's too much. We don't want to issue. We don't want to issue a savings account or a checking account or a a paperless checking account just with a debit card. They don't want to give any of it." So Chloe's sitting there, wondering what the hell to do. So, so she's screwed. And so, we got to see if it can be put on her Direct Express card, because if it can't be done, because we heard from agencies today that stated that, that Chloe is, that the state decided to give her all that money because they know she can't cash it. So in the end, it goes back to the treasury anyway. So they don't have to worry. They could cut. I heard that they could. Someone said they could cut a check for $10 million, and the bank would on paper, and the bank wouldn't even have to cash it because of even if it was a real check, they wouldn't have to cash it. So Chloe's kind of like, what do we do, So Chloe's kind of worried about it. Me, I'm sitting there going, how the hell do we survive, In the meantime, Chloe doesn't even want to deal with everything. So we decided to take a walk, and now she's regretting buying a shop vac, and it's like, so I figured why not just put on a movie and just watch it, and not even worry about, I mean, literally, people sit there and they think, oh, well, you shouldn't worry. You got your stimulus. Chloe got her stimulus. You're all good. Yeah, stimulus checks are easy to cash. But when you're sitting on 3 major checks and they don't want to cash the damn thing because they're the banks don't want to cash at KeyBank, Wells Fargo, Islander. You gotta fucking question it. And then the manager is turning around and questioning the fucking fact that, they don't understand why Chloe's got a checking account with $10 in it. And Chloe's like, I don't know what bank it is. I have no clue. And the manager's like, bullshit. You know it. Otherwise, you two are going to be homeless because you're not basically telling us what fucking bank it is. I mean, literally, none of the managers throwing shit fit that we're fucking going around and fucking picking up groceries and having it shipped in. Really. So it's not right to have stuff shipped in, apparently. We shouldn't be allowed to ship stuff in. I mean, literally. And Chloe's getting angry about it,
Because we have our right to hunker down if we have to in the pandemic.
Yeah, we have a right to hunker down. Fortunately, the manager doesn't think so. The manager thinks it's okay not to hunker down. And so, I mean, literally, are we literally living in, it's not cool, So that's what I wanted to say. I need to get my paper because, where's that pen and paper that I gave you? The one that you were using, the numbers. Find it for me because I want to.
There.
So, technically, like I said, I got to make a phone call real quick.
The pen's right there.
I don't want the blue pen. I want the fucking red pen.
Okay, well, I'll
Wherever the red pen is. Red pen's right there. So basically, that's what's going on. People think we live a comfortable, peachy, lovely life, and yet we have enough shit as going on that I have no clue what to do. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to say to you all. So, So, we're basically, people don't understand that we have enough problems as is. So, I thought I would, do whatever. So, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. Sold some funding for your family, including your dogs and cat. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the bell notification. New content every day. And I'll update you a little later tonight. Thank you and God bless you. Whatever happened?